Tonight we're going to do Jim Lahey's basic pizza dough. It's almost no knead. I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour, less 1 tablespoon of flour, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt mixed together. Now I add a 1.25 teaspoons of instant yeast. You can also use dry active. And I'm adding 2/3 cup really warm tap water. Okay, and you're going to start mixing it up. I'm using this whisk. I think it's a Dutch dough whisk is what it's called, if I remember properly. And you're just going to work this dough. Keep stirring it around. You can use a wooden spoon or a metal spoon or your hands. Just basically keep mixing it until you incorporate all the flour into it. Okay, and as you can see, mine's a little on the dry side. Now, different flours have different hydration levels, so you might have to fudge the water one way or another by a tablespoon or 2. And as you can see, mine's a little ribbony, so I'm going to try and press it in with my hands. See how much of that flour on the bottom I can pick up, because you want to pick up all the flour that's at the bottom of the pan or the bowl. Okay, you can see it's not working really well. It's not really picking it all up. Pick some of it up, but it's not working anymore in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get about a tablespoon of warm tap water, put it in my hand, bring it over, sprinkle it in, and then work that in and pick up the rest of that flour. And you just want to mix it together enough to get that flour into it. You don't need to keep kneading it, okay? I'm just working it in. Like I said, 30 seconds maybe. That's all it should take. And you can see it's a rough ball. I'm not trying to make it smooth. See? Nothing smooth. Bumpy, lumpy ball. You get that. Clump it up. Toss it back in your bowl. Cover it with plastic wrap or a towel. And leave it to rise for at least 2 hours and up to 18 hours. So you could do this the night before. Now I have a half-sheet pan here. There's our dough that's risen. It was about 3 hours, and you can see it's a little bubbly. It's spread out. It's doubled. Much softer. Not quite as sticky, and it's smoother. See? When you touch it, it doesn't stick to your finger. Now, it's a really slack dough, okay? You want to oil your half-sheet pan really well. So I put about 3 tablespoons, 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil on the bottom, and you're going to spread that all over. You want to make sure you get plenty of oil on there because the dough will stick otherwise, and this also helps the bottom of your dough get nice and crisp. Make sure you go up the sides like I did. Now see, I have little ribbons of oil in there. You want to see that. Don't clean this oil off your hands. Keep it on there because it'll help you manage the dough. So you'll see I kept the oily hand, pull out the oil, and now I'm going to start spreading it. Now you just kind of push it down with your fingers, pluck it up, let it stretch. Just gently pulling it, and picking it up and stretching it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start walking the dough. I'm going to keep dimpling it with my fingers and my knuckles. Now, if you're doing this and your dough starts to shrink back, once you push it and it keeps shrinking back, cover it with your towel or plastic wrap again and walk away for about 10 minutes and let that gluten relax. Come back and you'll be able to do it. Just take your time. See how I'm just kind of taking my time, walking it out. And you just keep using your fingers. You'll see me. Just keep doing it. I would not use the rolling pin. You want to kind of get this with your fingers. It'll be much easier. And see, I'm just going with my hands and my fingers, and I'm just kind of tapping and dimpling and dapping and dimpling. Okay? If you get little holes, don't worry about it. Leave them alone. This is going to be very thin, and it will fit from side to side and fill the pan. Any little holes that you have at the end, you can see I go back and I just pinch them together. Add your toppings, anything you like. Bake at 450 degrees for 8 to 12 minutes. Enjoy.